We've Chairman of Offaly County Tommy Byrne, the Chairman of the Development Committee, Kieran Keenahan. We've Pat Fitzgerald, the Communications Manager of Bord na Móna, who are the main sponsor of the Faithful Fields. And we've Liam Quinn, Chairman of Offaly County Council. We've got TDs Marcella Corson Kennedy and Barry Cowan and the local council.
Faithful county, I will return someday.
So we have a couple of speeches. They're going to be short, and the first man I'm going to call up to say a few words is Chairman of Offaly.
Silently the peaceful Brosna calls her son.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with a great sense of honour that I welcome you all here this evening. This is a culmination of probably 27 years, I'm told today, since we first looked at providing training for the teams. The County Board, the people of Offaly, from the youngest person here today to the oldest person, and their families, all our sponsors, everyone involved in this project has been surpassed. But it's like everything, you always need to do a little bit more. I'd say Michael will have something to say on that before he's finished. It is my hope that this facility will provide and will assist in achieving our aims and contribute towards a better future for all involved in Offaly GAA. Most importantly, I would like to sincerely thank all the local businesses and people of Offaly who are the inspiration for this development project. It is very appropriate that the first young players using this pitch will be the future players of Offaly. We now need to continue to build on the work done so far here with a positivity together, all Offaly GAA people. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to many happy occasions here in the Faithful Fields.
A couple of years of fantastic effort by several people, and this is the fruit of their passion. It'll be here for the future of Offaly, and I think it is something we can all be very much proud of. I grew up as a young lad in Chahan. I went to school across the road from where there was a famous Offaly footballer called Greg Hughes. A lot of you people probably wouldn't remember Greg Hughes, but he was an absolutely powerful athlete, and that was the beginning of my passion for Offaly. So it was easy for me to be involved in this project. I have to say that it took nothing out of me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with all the people who were always ready, available, and there was a great sense of joviality throughout the period working with the committee. Michael came involved on the fundraising and brought a whole group of other people involved, and in the main I have to say, Michael, farewell to yourself and all the others. It was a great to be part of it all, and something I will look back on with a sense of pride, but also a sense of those have been great years. So there are further work to be done as we want to finish the car park, and we have flood lighting, things like that. There's a lot of people who have supported us, but like myself, a lot of people who got a lot of satisfaction out of Offaly, and maybe when they look back at the years, they might also think of what Offaly did for them and all that sense of enjoyment that they might get out of it, and they might consider perhaps having their name added to the donor wall that's inside. Look, there's probably many other things I could say. Yes, there is. Christy Todd.
Dear friends of Offaly, and I think everybody here today is a friend of Offaly. I see Lee's jersey, Dublin jersey. I think there's the odd Mayo person here, but anyway, we're all friends of Offaly today. Better come back to this. It's a great personal honour, apart from being an honour to speak on behalf of Bord na Móna. A personal honour for myself, and indeed Jim, he's here with me, Jim Troy, who's a colleague in Bord na Móna. Because I think, as Michael has said, I played, Jim also played. We personified the link that has been there down through the years, from the time that Bord na Móna was first established, and that massively positive and successful socio-economic experiment of developing the peatlands for energy, building power stations, briquette factories, many years ago, provided a huge impetus to the Midlands. And I'm talking right down from Longford, the core Midlands, I suppose, Longford, Westmeath, Offaly, Laois, but it spills over into Roscommon, Galway, and eastwards into Kildare and Meath. But the core would have been Offaly. The biggest activity was here, the biggest employment, and I think there's no secret that there was a strong correlation between Offaly's success, in particular in football, but I think maybe also Jim and her.
We're up the ladder than we are at the moment, so great to see you all here today, and best wishes especially to our young players. Now, next speaker, we've only a couple left, you'll be glad to hear, but the next man, as chairman of Leinster Council, he was the man who wrote the first cheque to get this facility. He took the chance and he supported us from the very, very start, and delighted that he's going to be the next president of the GAA. I think he's a man that has a vision for the future of the GAA that maybe we haven't had for a while, but I think this man has that, and I think he's going to be an outstanding president. I'm putting my neck on the line here now, but that's my view, and that's John Horn from Dublin, the president-elect. So John, for a few words, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour to be invited down here today for the official opening of this fantastic venue. I suppose if you look in life, in every cloud there's a silver lining, and Offaly were under a cloud 3-4 years ago when county teams were going off outside the county to train. And Pádraig Boland had the vision to ring me and ask me could we meet in Line to discuss doing something of this. I don't think Pádraig and myself that day would have seen what we've seen. A fantastic venue. Pádraig went off and said, I'll get a group of people together to deliver this project. The meeting then was in City West, and he arrived with 4 people, Colm Cummins, Christy Todd, Brenda Mahan, and a man that has absolutely inspired me. He's extremely modest about it all, but Kieran Keenahan, without a doubt, put a fantastic amount of leadership and drive and energy into this, and sometimes in recent times he was ringing, pushing me even a little bit more to deliver a little bit more. But the energy of those 4 guys at the front of this campaign to drive on this development was just fantastic, and Kieran and those other 3 men deserve great credit. But Pádraig Boland particularly, for his approach to the Leinster Council at the time. It was very easy to promise the initial few bob to this venture, because you knew you were giving it to people love and a desire to deliver something. So to pick on the 4 lads, I think they deserve everybody's appreciation here today for what we've actually achieved.
2 of our TDs, Deputy Marcella Corcoran Kennedy, because of its benefit for the county. Standing in the crowd there as well, there's a man, he's out of vision almost, but Declan Curran, he's recently retired from Offaly County Council, and our current Chief Executive, Anna-Marie Delaney, and our former Chief Executive, Cleth Byrne. Offaly County Council are very proud to have been associated with this. I think the first day the plans came into the chamber, it was certainly struck us as being very ambitious, but you need that little bit of ambition sometimes, and you have to stick your neck out if you want to succeed. So we're very, very proud, and I'd like to thank all of the council staff, from the Chief Executive right through to the councillors, for their commitment to making this happen as well. You'll be happy to know I don't intend to say an awful lot.
I was chairing the finance committee. I think anyone that was ever involved in raising money knows when you sit down with a blank page in bad times and you have to raise 750,000 and Kieran Keenan is looking over your shoulder, you have a fairly big job, and it's not how are you going to collect it, it's when will you have it. So I just want to thank the people that were on the finance committee with me. Kieran was on it himself, Christy Todd was on it, Kieran Sod Daly, Brian Cowan, Paul Bell, Dominic Downey, John Flanagan, Seamus Dolan, Tony Flanagan, Derval Dolan, and I left this man to last, Tony Murphy from Clarine. When we started the first week or 2, the man that came into the Court Hotel every morning that we met at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock with the first cheque of 5 grand or 10 grand was Tony Murphy. He was the man who put in the hard work early on. I think all the lads will agree. They won't mind me singling him out. He gave his life to Offaly hurling. He helped everyone that ever played for Offaly. He helped everyone that ever played for his club. He did it all with a smile on his face. And Tony, I think today, this place is just as much about you as anybody else. So thanks very much for that. We only had one event, fundraising event outside of the contributions. I'll get back to the contributions, and that was the Shane Lowry Golf Classic, and he's flying high in Portugal today. I hope he's leading at this stage. I don't know where he is, but he's going well. But I just think he has to be acknowledged today. We made 93,000 that day, in one day, and Shane's just passion for this venture all he wanted to know was what could he do, and I think, you know, I know it was a corporate golf day, it wasn't for everybody, but we had to try to make money. But on that particular, the build up to it, the day itself, the night, the way he handled himself, the goodwill that he left with those people, that we'll be able to go back hopefully on an annual basis and have maybe a smaller golf classic that will help in the running of the Faithful Fields. So to Shane, I want to say a massive thanks, and I think it should be acknowledged here today the help of Shane Lowry in this venture. And just on that, very quickly, we had a separate committee for the golf, apart from the finance committee, and Brendan Lowry, Lee Mooney, Rory Clark, Martin Darcy, Ray Malloy and Aisling Fennan were a big help on that, and I'd just like to thank them as well. And there's one lady I see down in the crowd there today that when we were approaching Bord na Móna for the sponsorship, and we had a meeting with her hierarchy, Colin Cummins and Olivia Buckley, who's down there, they put in Trojan work putting a presentation together. I think their professionalism of their presentation blew away Bord na Móna, and it's the reason that we got the huge contributions that we did from Bord na Móna. And Olivia was always there in terms of PR and marketing, any advice that was needed from a professional point of view. Olivia, you were there, so thanks for your shoulder to the wheel. We have 780 odd thousand raised as of today, but we're not finished. The car park is not finished. There's 2 pitches to be floodlit. We've got here debt free, which I think in the history of the GAA is probably unparalleled. It shows the type of people we have in Offaly. It shows the type of goodwill that's there. It shows the desire that's there for Offaly to be successful. And please God,
the heather hill and glen, and we'll toast our Offaly heroes from the heather